Welcome to Book Desk Media. Today we are going to be discussing Daughter of No Worlds by Carissa Broadbent. The War of Lost Hearts, Volume 1. So Bethany is currently reading this series. Do you want to tell us about it?
Yeah, so I started reading this series after I had gotten some feedback that this would be a really good series to follow up the Throne of Glass series. So for people that have gone through this series and loved it so much, and then had a book hangover when it ended, and were so sad, so sad, it was suggested to read this, and it's really good. I love this book so much. I would say that, like, the takeaways of this book that are really interesting, like, when the book starts, it starts you off in the middle of the battle already.
Yeah, jumps right into it.
Yeah, so it jumps right into it, starts you off in the middle of a battle. It's very fast-paced book.
How much do you love this book?
So much.
Love you this big.
I love you this big. Yes, I do. It's a good song. That's some 90s country going on right there. This series has definitely jumped up and is right under my Kingdom of Ash, which has been number 1 for the year so far. I think the second book in this series is going to be my number 2, but I have not finished it yet.
Tell us, who's on the cover here? What's the whole storyline? That's the main character, right?
Yeah. Do you want to take a guess at how you pronounce this? Because I have... Tasana?
Tasana.
Tasana is how I do it in my head. I don't know if I'm right.
That's a lot of...
Tasana. There's a lot of A's. There's a lot of N's.
Yeah, I think it's Tasana.
I'm going
looks like
with
a Tasana.
Right? She looks like a Tasana. So this is Tasana. She is a...
I made Tasana in the sauna.
She was a slave. Her country had been taken over, so it opens in a war. It doesn't open with her, but then it quickly goes into her story about how her country and her mom, everybody was taken over. They turned them into slaves. She is a slave. In the picture in the front, you can see the slashes on her back, which were earned when she tried to buy her freedom. This has really good characters in it and good character building. It has a very interesting magic world, which I liked a lot because it's different than the things that I have read so far that I found pretty interesting. The magic world has the Voltarian order, and she is Voltarian, so she is partially Voltarian. She's got some patches on her skin that are totally white, but the Voltarian are the Order of Midnight. Solari is the Order of Daybreak, and they have different kinds of magics and different ways that they're able to wield their magic, and then their magic world is built in different layers, so they're different. People are able to kind of get into higher magics and stuff, so it's very interesting. The only other things that I probably would add that I found really interesting about the book is the parts that are romance is romance is not the big plot necessarily, I would say, but the parts that do have romance is kind of more like a slow burn romance. About 400 pages of a slow burn.
Yeah, we talked about this before. The slow burns and romance, spice.
It's the spice level on this is very low, but the last thing that I would say that really stood out for me about this book is that it gives me, like, the only way that I can explain it or what pops up in my mind is it reminds me of Venom. It's got like some Venom vibes that go in this book. They're building a weapon, and it's like a magical weapon, and it's the way that it's built and the way that it's wielded is very Venetish.
I don't know. I'm not reading the books. I don't really care get how it's venomish.
Well, if
Like the
should I
comic
get
Venom?
into spoilers?
No, you don't have to.
Because I can. I mean,
Just
I don't
keep saying
mind.
Venom. Like, how's this?
Yes.
How's this
Yeah.
a romance? And then you
But well, it's not a romance
put
per
romance
se.
in it.
There is.
And Venom. I don't
there-
know. I guess there is some in the movie, but
Yeah, well, would you call Venom a romance movie?
No.
No, it's not primarily about that. It's primarily war. It's very gritty. It's very bloody and graphic. In that way, there's very fantasy. So it's more leans into that than it leans into the romance. But there, for whatever romance there is in there, it is a slow burn romance. But yes, I could get into the Venom vibes if you would like to know. Are you trying to find it in there?
no.
There's no pictures.
No. I was looking for the pictures.
This book is a trilogy followed up number 2 that I'm working on now, Children of Fallen Gods. And then 3 is Mother of Dawn and Death. The first one is great. I'm looking forward to, finishing out the rest of the series. And then if I start to feel sad at the end of the series, I don't know where I'm supposed to go, except thankfully
You'll figure it out.
she has other series. It leads away from this magic world, and I think they're vampires in the other series. So I don't know how I would feel about that.
Maybe you'll jump into some of those books after this.
I am known apparently for just sticking with one author until I read all their books and then moving on to the next one.
You should move on to Stephen King. We got a lot of them over there.
I don't know about that.
Alright guys, so make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment down below if you've read this series, and where should she go next after reading this series so she doesn't have another book hangover from another series. And she doesn't keep crying because after she was reading this last night, she was just crying in bed.
I did. I got a little mopey towards the
Yes, she
end
did.
of this one. It was,
Bye, friends. I don't know if any of that made sense, but
No.
hit the subscribe button if you guys want to see more from us. Ain't got nothing.
Can you please leave that in when you edit
No.
it? Into blah, 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 blah.
We recorded a lot of videos. I'm tired now.